Hello, powerful one. Welcome to yet another edition of our channel. I am still Osezwa Anthony Elimihe, your host. I am in the game of helping you grow from inside out. It's about you growing, bro. Sis, from your inside. When you grow from inside, you have a solid base, and there is no amount of external wind that can blow. No tempest can uproot you. But when you make your growth external, having your roots all lateral on the surface, any strong wind can take you off. So our purpose for this channel, our purpose behind this channel is to ensure that we give you information, content that help you, that instigate your ability to focus on your inner growth. It's a strong drive. Now, let me just recap on the basis of what we did yesterday, on yesterday's video. One, it is your environment that affects, that instigates all the actions that take place in your system. Your environment drives your biology. It signals your genes, and your genes begin to do all the necessary works that bring about your physical outlook. That is on the physical gross material level. On the mental level, it is your environment that supplies the contents, the building blocks of your reality. And what is the relationship between your environment and your internal mind? That is the difference between your external environment and your internal environment, which is your mind. It is perception. And what are the things that constitute the internal environment? Just two, basically: your thoughts and your emotion. We have said that your thought generates the emotion. It is the emotion that does it all. Now, what is the emotion? A splinter of you, your energy. There is something that colors that energy. It takes a batch of that energy, colors it, and sends it in motion. What is the colorant of that energy? What is the thing that drives the energy? It is your mental image perception, your mental image. That is what drives it. And how does this happen? Simple. There is a blueprint in your mind. At the very base, I call it a core data. Okay? It is inside of your mind. And when I talk about your mind, training makes us do this. Mind is not just here. Mind is all over and beyond. We don't see it. It is a subtle material. It is a subtle material-based entity. And it is yours to use to your best advantage. It is not your enemy. It is not your friend. It is part of the universe, which is neutral. You will have to work to make the mind your body. I've said this before, that you can either make the beastly, efficient power of mind your best friend, your best body, your ride or die body, or you can make it your enemy. But in all of these, mind does not know you as an enemy. It just responds to the data you have plotted inside of it to run with. What are these data? Like I told you, they are the beliefs that have been planted on you by the environment, by your significant ones, people you love, you cherish, you trusted, you believed in. They planted this data. Sometimes you may not trust these people, you may not believe in these people, you may not even like these people, but of course they invest into your life and you respond to those investments by passive ways. For instance, somebody insults you and says, you don't even know this person from anywhere. The person insults and says, you are going to see, you will suffer, you will do this, and you are listening to that person with anger. You see, first of all, I told you, when you get angry over the actions or inaction of another person, that state of being angry is that you have been pulled to the person's vibrational frequency. You are now at that level. So whatever that person is saying is going to connect because your mind is going to be picking them. Anger opens you up. Your vibrational frequency becomes very low. Your mind begins to vibrate at a very low frequency, lower than the beta mode. It might even be at the level of theta. Maybe we'll have to prove that over time. But it comes very low, and then you can receive whatever is at that frequency. You pick it. But this is the difference. If you're in a theta brain wave, whatever is around you, you pick, whether good or bad. You see that you pick everything. But in this level you are in, you have become a vibrational match to the negativity that the person that is antagonizing you is operating from. So you get it, and it's that bad. You might go, it sounds innocuous, it sounds like if nothing has happened, you are just angry, you are going. As you are angry, don't forget, in anger, there is intense heat generated on your inside. And that heat is what we now call emotion. It means that a portion of your being, which is your energy, has been extracted and turned on. What is turning it on? The thing the person has said or has not said. The thing the person has done or has not done. And you are carrying it away. You are boiling inside. You are thinking about it. What are you doing? You are processing that information. You see, that information will produce its exact corresponding reality. The reality that corresponds with it is what it will produce, not anything else. So, when they say forgive and forget, there is a purpose behind it. You can forgive the person and say, not be fault. Now me carry myself go there. Let him go. He's sick. You've said that, but still, you are boiling. The circumstance, the environment of that action is in you working. You are caught. Now, and I told you the way to conquer this thing, to overcome it, is to focus. Just focus your energy. Now, at this time, you are dwelling in the thought, but this time, don't dwell on the thought, but focus on it. Just look at it. Be detached. Be distanced from that thought and look at it. Now, people say they can't do this thing, that they don't know how to focus and look at something inside, because when they focus on a very high energy, high intensity, not high energy, high intensity activity on their inside, they are forced to be part of it. Some people look at thought, they remember things, and they just flow into the energy field of the negativity, and they are lost. Okay, I know what to do. There's a plan for you today on this video. Watch it to the end. Then the second one is that you have also been told that in order to walk away from your life of today, the life that you don't like, you are not happy with it, you intend to change it. The best way is to visualize, like I talked about, dominant desire. Focus on your dominant desire. When you focus on it with intensity of emotion and attention, you will generate what they call a mental image of that life desire. Then you can begin to dwell on that thought mentally. Some people say they cannot do that. It is difficult for them to do. They call it creative visualization. They cannot do it. And I said the best way to do that is to start with gratitude. Get a journal. Every morning when you wake up, write out 10 things for which you are grateful. I said that before. And in doing that, focus on each one. Now, some people say when they are doing that, they get distracted by other thoughts. If you say, for instance, you are being grateful for the money that you are expecting. You don't have anybody planning to give you money, but you've prayed. Christ said, whatever you have prayed for, believing that you have received it, you shall have it. It shall be yours. Now you want to manage that system of believing that you have received, when indeed you have not received anything. He said, faith calleth those things that are not as though they were, and they come into existence. Now, you are not able to do that. It's not just using your mouth to say that, it's about your entire emotional system responding to it and saying, I have got this money. You don't know how to do that. You try to focus on it, and then you are distracted by the fact that there is a reality on ground facing you saying that you don't have money. I want to tell you one thing that will help you first of all before I go into the big deal of the day, is that whatever you see as a reality on the physical plane, that your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, your skin can perceive, they are not actual realities. They are apparency. They are there in this space-time continuum because you have accepted it to be there. Because you have a belief system that says they have to be, and that is why they are. Whatever is happening in your life today is as a result of your acceptance. Remember that. That's why I call you and I greet you with powerful one. You are so powerful. You are the creator of your realities. Nobody else, nothing else. And sadly, this creation, this reality creation is at the subconscious level. You are not aware of them. And certain things built them in there. Your circumstances of your birth created them. And they are there. And it's a structure upon which the foundation of your life has been based. You see what? We are telling you that you can create a new foundation. That's the beautiful part of it. You can create a new foundation for your house. Rise above the old foundation and build a new one. That is the purpose of this video. Right? Now, how do we creatively visualize if we can't do it now? How do we focus on inner thoughts within us, inner emotions within us without being dragged into it? It's simply called focus. I've discussed focus before. I want to give you the practical exercise, an exercise that you can do. See, growth is a work, it's a job, it's a business. I want to let you know one thing. This thing we are discussing is our primary assignment on earth. Growth is our primary assignment. It says, Romans chapter 12 verse 1, you remember that verse that says it? I beseech you, dearly beloved brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. The part that is strong that I am going to is, be not conformed to this world. Don't be conformed. Don't fall. Don't surrender to the interpretation of life that the world has given to you. Who are these words? Your environment. Who are they? You know about them. Family, society, government policies, religions, all those things. They are all society. Okay? Do not conform to, and of course the media, yes. Do not conform to it, but be ye transformed. That is rise above. To transform. Trans is to go over. Form is a form. Go above a form. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. This channel is about renewing your mind. Can you see this? This is a plain sheet of paper. It is white. I try to do something that you can see. You see the middle of it? You can see that yellow dot. Good. Now, this is the key to your focus. I show you again. Get a white sheet of paper like this. Put a yellow dot. You can even make it smaller if you wish. I made it this big because I wanted you to be able to see it, because I'm doing this thing on TV, on camera. You see it? Now do this and then place it on a wall 4 feet away from you. 4 feet. You can use your leg to count 4 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know how you do it when you are doing monkey post. You put one foot down, put another one in front of it, another one in front of it, count 4. Then place it. Now, the best thing I will do for you so that you don't start saying, I don't have. I wanted to do this thing for many years. I kept saying, I will have to buy a clamp so that I can get it fixed where I never did it for over 4 years. But guess what? When it was time for me to really do it, I found a solution. What I simply did when I started, that was 2019, was that I put ordinary grease, like hair cream. I just put the grease here, and I plastered it against the wall. I mean, against the screen of my TV, because I watch TV a lot. I was watching a lot of series that time, but I had to stop because I needed to practice this thing. I said, okay, let me just spend some time doing this every day. You have to do this every day. You can even use chewing gum. Put here, just hang it on the wall or against the surface. You can put on your TV panel. I'm not saying your dad's TV or your mom's TV, your own. If you don't have one, use the wall. Use anything. If it will not stick on it, just put it there to stay. You can pull it out later, okay? Put it there and then sit 4 feet away from it on the initial stage. Look at it. Focus on these yellow dots. This. Focus on that yellow dot. Just focus on it. And what I would advise you is spend a minimum of 2 hours every day focusing on this. A minimum of 2 hours every day. You can break it. You can decide to do 30 minutes each. Just focus. This is me. I'm looking at it. Now, when you're looking at it, over time, something's going to happen. The yellow spot will disappear completely. You will see it disappear completely to become pure white. Sometimes you might see it, the yellow fill the entire spot, the entire space. Sometimes you might see it waver. It might even look as if it moves, it's shifted. Don't be tricked. Don't follow the movement. Just focus on that yellow spot. Now, this is an ancient trick that was used to train people on focus. This is the first step. And I would want you to do this. When you focus on this image, after about 4 days, I want you to do it for 2 weeks. 2 weeks on this. Then we'll change it and give you another one to do. After 2 weeks, after 4 days, move it by 1 foot away. I mean, shift the surface. That's why I say you can put on your TV. You can keep moving the TV, okay? Something you can rest on, that you can rest on, that you can move. Shift it 1 foot away. It comes closer to you. Keep shifting it. After another 4 days, shift it again. It becomes 2 feet from you. Another 4 days, shift it. Becomes 1 foot from you. And after that, you shift it to the point that it is this close to you. That is on the tip of your nose, like this. Yeah, you start looking at it at the tip of your nose. That's the last stage. Do this for 2 weeks. Focus. All right. There are some things it's going to do for you. It will help you focus over time. That's number 1. Number 2, it will help your eyesight. If you are having problem with short-sightedness or long-sightedness or whatever, it will help you. If your eyes are getting to be blurry, it can also help it. That's 1. Now, before you do this, when you wake up in the morning, don't just rush to run out. Sit down, shut your eyes, and just focus on the inside, on the inner vistas. You may see darkness, no problem, just be there. Now, if you have issues with, in also doing this one, if you have issues with something distracting you, call the name of God that you are comfortable with. La ila ila la, or Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. You can do that if that is your religion. If you are a Christian, you can call Lord Jesus Christ. You can call Jehovah. Slowly, all of these names, so that you can have focus, but keep your eye on that spot. And I'm also telling you to call these names of your religion because I do not want you to think that this thing is trying to introduce to another religion or another thing. No, if you call the name of the God you are comfortable with, who will drag you away? Nobody. And if you are a traditional person, you can, if it's a Rumila that is your God, you can be focusing on that. The most important part of this thing is not to drag you to heaven, no, or to anything. It's to make your life better in this physical body and in this environment. That is the purpose of this exercise. You can actually control how you think. You control how you respond to people. You control how you respond to news of your body about ill health or whatever, and know how to control these things without panicking like everybody else. Okay, this video has really gone long, but please, I beg you in the name of God, do this exercise. 2 weeks, just 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, we will change it. We will change the color to something else. I won't tell you the color. I don't want you to go and dabble. I'll change to another color. Okay? So, it has been fun talking with you this morning. I hope we'll do it again tomorrow, God willing, life being alive. Yes, life being alive. Yes, we'll do it again tomorrow, hopefully. I wish you the very best of it all. Go and prosper. You've been using your power till now, subconsciously, unconsciously. creating things you don't even want, but now it's time to use that power to create the things you really, really love. Have we started? I have long started. Join me.